Hey there, I got some great new comic books, some really good key issues, so let's start. Hey ladies and gentlemen, your pal Rob here. Picked up some really cool books this weekend at Cards, Comics, and Collectibles in Baltimore, Maryland. Also a few books I picked up during the week. They were really good deals. And all right guys, let's start with the books. Okay, our first comic we have here is going to be Flash 92. This is the first full appearance of Impulse. This one ran me $50, but Mark was having a 30% off sale in the stores. This cost $35 plus tax. So there you go. But this book is, I would dare say, near mint, and it's a really good book. And if you see this book for 30 or 25 or 30 or less, I think it's really worth picking up because he is supposed to be in the Flash show. So if you see this book for a low price, it's in great shape. I think it's a good pickup. Now this next book I picked up from Cards, Comics, and Collectibles is Star Wars Tales number 24. And this book is the first appearance of Darth Nihilus, or Nihilus, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, and another Darth character. If you know who it is, let me know in the comment section. I'd like to know. I appreciate it. I haven't read it yet. And this book ran me, well, before the discount was $125, and it was 30% off. I think it came out to about $87 plus tax. I think it was like 92 bucks. This book runs about, this one is in also near mint condition. I looked at it, it looked almost perfect. So anyway, I know when high graded goes for over $200, but this one raw goes for about 125, 135 bucks. If you guys see this book for $100 or less, I think it's a good buy. Would see his character in the Star Wars? I hope so, but I have no idea because all these books are the ultimate spec books. And I believe this character, Darth Nihilus, is supposed to have been such a force of nature in the Force that he was really powerful. So, next book I have here is Batman 386. This is the first Black Mask, as you can see here, obviously. It's a popular book. Anyway, the price here says $85. I believe I got it for 50 bucks, believe it or not. I bought a few books you're gonna see in a minute, but this was part of a group I bought. And this was 50 bucks. And this book has 2 spine ticks, and something that can be pressed out. But I think it's probably in the very fine plus near mint category. So this book probably runs about 100 bucks, I guess. If you know what it goes for in very fine near mint, which is, I guess, what, 9.0? Let me know in the comment section because I have no idea. I haven't bought one of these in a long time. But I think it's a good book to get because it's kind of a established character now. So if you see this book for 50 bucks or 60 bucks or less, it's probably worth picking up. Hey, I have some reminder books I want to show you guys to look out for too. For example, I have Spiderman 1602. Now I've shown this book before, but just a reminder, this character is in the Spider-Verse, and this book can be had for usually cover or less. Now, we ever see his character? I know he's been in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon series, but he's still in the Spider-Verse. And since they're bringing up all these strange characters in the Spider-Verse, I think for a cover or less, it's probably not a bad bet. Is it a great spec? Probably not, but it's still worth picking up for like a buck or two, I think. So I think it's a okay spec. All right, this next book I want to show you, I talked about a few videos ago. And since then, the price has come up a little bit. So let me show you what it is. It's X-Men, The Worst X-Men Ever, issue 3 of 5. It's a miniseries. I bought a bunch of them. It came out to about $2 each. And it's about this character, Bailey Hoskins, who has possibly the worst mutant power ever. And that is blowing up, and he can only do it once. And once he does it, he dies. However, the reason why this book is relevant is because it's the first appearance of Miranda. I don't know her last name, but apparently her powers are the ability to make anybody just not exist anymore. And not just that, once she does that, people will forget they even existed, and she can bring them back. Whatever she uses her powers on, it doesn't affect the time continuum. So if she were to make you disappear, it wouldn't affect the history, the future, or the past, and you wouldn't remember that the person existed. So she's not in the 616 universe as far as I know, but this book has gone from being a $2 to $3 book to, like, I think somewhere between an $8 and $10 plus book. So this book a good spec? I don't know, it probably is not, but you never know. You see this book for $1 or so, I think it's probably worth picking up just for a fun read. Okay, this next comic here is one I remember from the 80s. You will probably never gonna see them on screen as far as I know. This is Fish Wrap Presents The Fish Police #1. For those who are old enough to remember, this was a book from the 80s, and it was kind of popular, but it never really did anything. And this is just more nostalgia. This book shouldn't be more than a couple dollars, I believe. It's if you know more about this book than I do, and I'm sure you guys do, let me know in the comment section about Fish Police. Is this the first issue ever? And this next comic I have here is Legendary. This book should be worth more than it is, but I came across it at a comic shop. This is one you guys may or may not have heard of. It's called Adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters. I got this book, comics, I think for about $5. There it is. And this obviously is a play off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so this book was never really worth anything as far as I know. If you guys know anything about this comic at all, let me know in the comment section, because I don't know anything about this book. I just remember back in the day it was kind of popular, I think. So, this is a good spec? No, this is pure nostalgia. That's why I bought this. If it's worth anything, I don't know. Hey, I found something pretty neat here. This is the Wizard Marvel Comics Marvel Knights from 1998. And this has the first appearance and I guess sketch of Yelena Belova, Black Widow. Let me show you real quick. There it is. That's her right there. That's Yelena Belova. Now her first comic book appearance on cover, or excuse me, in a comic, a regular comic, is in 1999. This book came out in 1998. And I believe this is, once again, this is her right here. And this is, I guess I'll get it. This is her right here, I guess, too. And this is probably Natasha right here. And I would dare say that one of these sketches might actually be Yelena Belova right here too. And this is done by, who's the artist? Well, oh, J.G. Jones did the artwork. And it also has something kind of cool here too. It has David Mack, the one who drew the Echo on Daredevil. And there it is right here. This is actually David Mack here, if you guys want to see who he is when he did Daredevil. So that's pretty cool. So this is a pretty cool book here. This book could be had for a couple of dollars on eBay. So for this, I guess you could say maybe not an action, but this is the first drawing of Yelena Belova. It's kind of neat. Hey guys, if you ever sell your comic collection, I recommend Invading Comics. They're a great company, they pay fair, they buy collections large or small. If you do contact them, tell me your pal Rob sent you. Alright, my find of the day is going to be Canto #2 first series. I found a couple copies of this book for cover price, and cover price is going to be $3.99. Now obviously #1 is the big dog right now. #1 goes for a lot of money. And I think #1 goes for, I'm very fine, near mint, runs about $300+, and 9.8 it goes for over $1,000. This one could be had for cover up until recently. I when I bought this for $4 plus tax, I saw it was going for about $10. Then it went to 20, and now I see it selling for about 60 and near mint raw, and I'm sure it's a lot more in CGC 9.8. So if you see this book for 10, 20 bucks, raw and it's in great shape, I think it's a good spec. I think it's the first appearance of a couple characters in the Kanto universe, so I think this might not be a bad pickup if you see it for a decent price. I think it's a really good spec. Kanto is coming. If you got a value out of this video, please leave a like. If you enjoyed the comics, leave a like. If you have any questions about the comics, the video, the prices, or anything else, put it in the comment section below. And also make sure you have your notification turned on because I upload videos pretty frequently. And that will do it for today. I will see you soon.